got a fantastic bonfire picture. It looks so good, you'll be able to frame it. You'll need some black paper, paint, PVA glue and a paintbrush, glitter, sticky stars, and some twigs. To make your bonfire picture, start with fire-coloured paint like red, yellow and orange in squeezy bottles. Squeeze the paint straight onto the paper in nice wavy lines. Next you can add your orange and red. To make your paint look even more like flames, use the end of a paintbrush and weave a wobbly line through it, like this. And leave it to dry. Then squeeze the PVA glue to make wavy lines on top of the flames. Add a blob at the base. And now for the fun bit, add some glitter. Gold at the base of the bonfire and red and silver around the flames. Shake off all the glitter that hasn't stuck to the glue and make sure that you clean up after yourself. Then add your twigs. Make a small pile at the bottom like this. And drizzle some gloopy glue over the top. Now all that's left to do is stick on some stars around your bonfire for the sparks. What a brilliant bonfire picture. You can almost feel the heat with this fantastic 3D effect. Why don't you have a go? Try making your own little woodland creature, like this cute squirrel with a fluffy tail. You will need a cardboard tube and paper, fun foam and a glue stick, a pen and some scissors, stickers and a small pom-pom, and a strip of fun fur. First, scrunch some paper into a ball for a head. Then wrap it into another piece of paper, leaving a long piece like this for the neck. Glue the head and neck into a cardboard tube. Now, fold a piece of fun foam in half and draw an arm, a leg, and a triangle for an ear. Carefully cut them all out. And because we folded the foam in half, we now have two of everything. Next, stick on the ears, the arms, and the legs. Take the piece of fun fur and add a line of glue along the back of it. Then, fold the long edges into the middle and stick them down. Now, stick the fur to the back of the tube and glue it into a curly tail shape. Next, scrunch up a ball of tissue paper and stick it between the squirrel's hands to make a berry. Add stickers for eyes and teeth. Add a small pom-pom for a nose. And finally, a small sticker for a berry leaf. Your terrific tube squirrel is finished and ready to play with.
Whoa! Oh! 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 Hello there. Great to see you. God, it's a bit windy today. Look. Oh! 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 Sorry about that. What's going on up there? How did that get there? God. How did they get there? Leaves and a twig. That gives me an idea. You can bring the outside inside and try your very own mini tree out of twigs. Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Some cardboard. Some glue. A football. No, I don't think we need this. and some dried peas, beans and lentils. Phew! Whoa! Now, to make your twig picture, like this one here, arrange your twigs onto your cardboard in the shape of a tree. When you're happy with your tree, are you happy with your tree? I'm very happy with my tree, thank you. Then stick it down with some glue. Now, stick a blob here, stick a blob there, and leave it to dry. This tree's looking a bit bare. Let's add some leaves. Put a few extra blobs of glue onto your tree and start sticking your peas and beans. Look, I've put peas and beans over the branches to look like leaves, and these lentils and beans look great as the ground. Now, if you want to make a sparkly tree, you could add sequins or glitter. Wow, it looks fantastic, doesn't it? And if you like this idea, you could paint the background as a night sky and make a scary, spooky tree with bats. Ooh. Bats? I don't like bats. Oh no! Why don't you try making a mini tree out of twigs? Oh. Let's make it! As well as leaves, we'll need some other things from the doodle drawers. Come on! Some paper. Some paint. And some paintbrushes and a glue stick. Whoa! Now, to make a leaf print picture, like this one here, take your green paper and start to paint a hedgehog's head. Paint a grey triangle, because this makes a great snout shape. Look, I've added some black fork shapes for the hedgehog's feet and blended in some brown paint to his snout. Now it's time for the fun bit. Let's put down some old paper or newspaper, as this can get a bit messy. Now we're going to take a leaf and turn it upside down so it's got the bumpy side facing up. And then we're going to paint some brown paint on top of it. Now, if we get some white paper and pick up our leaf very carefully and place it paint side down, you can push very gently on top of it. And when we pick it up, we get a leaf print. Wow, look at that! Now carry on doing this until you've covered your paper in prints. Then, when the prints are dry, cut each leaf out. But be careful, because scissors are sharp. Now we can give our hedgehog a body. We're going to stick the leaf prints down with glue, but make sure all the leaves are pointing outwards to look like the hedgehog's spikes. Let's do it. Finally, finish off with some black paint and give your hedgehog 2 eyes and a nose. It's Harry the Hedgehog, printed with the leaves he loves to play in.
Keep it down, will you? I've only just woken up.
Oh, sorry, Harry. You can choose different types of leaves and try some other ideas too. How about a stag? It's made by painting a stag's body and printing antlers with curvy leaves. Or even a lion, which is made by painting a lion's face and printing its mane with spiky leaves.